What's going on, fellow rock and rollers? Peace and love, a thumbs up and AK, cowabunga, and rock and roll to you. And guess what we're going to do today? We're going to talk about tempo. There's lots of different types of tempo. There's actually four main ones, but there's a whole bunch of other subdivided ones through that tempo. So we're going to play at different metronomic speeds, basically a metronome, right? Is the perfect time ticking clock that keeps us in time. And that's what tempo means. It refers to music keeping in time with a musical measure. Pretty cool. So there's lots of tempos. There's four main ones. The main ones are lento, adagio, andante, allegro. Generally. Moderato sometimes gets thrown into that as well. These are all Italian words. It's pretty cool. So it starts off with grave, then lento, largo, adagio, adagietto, andante, moderato, allegretto, allegro, vivace, presto, and prestissimo. And it starts at 20 to 40 beats per minute and ends anywhere above 178 beats per minute. And you are going to see how crazy fast it will end up being. And it's actually, I think, easier to play faster than it is to play slower, which is really interesting. So let's go to the grave or grave metronome and see if you can play along. I have this set at 30 beats per minute, and we're going to play along. It's slow and solemn. That's like the description for grave. Ready? It's really hard to time that right because it's a lot slower than you want to play. This is grave or grave, Italian word. Means slow and solemn. All right, we can keep on going with that, but that's the slowest tempo, keeping time through a metronome. Here is the next one, lento, and this means slowly. Obviously, it's faster than grave, but it's going to be slower than largo. So lento is right in the middle, not to be confused with bento box. Here's 40 beats per minute. It's usually between 40 and 45 beats per minute. You'll find the lento speed. So let's play along with it. Right? All different types of tempo. So when we do our tap to the tempo segments on Tuesday, it doesn't always have to do with keeping time on a percussion instrument. Could be talking about various things happening in the world around us and listening for music in nature and using household instruments, household objects as musical instruments, and using traditional instruments as well. Okay, very cool. We got into a good rhythm with that one. That's 40 beats per minute. Again, lento is 40 to 45 beats per minute, right? Which is keeping time. Now we're going to get to largo. This is considered broadly, that's the definition, right? So it's a little bit faster than lento. It's going to be a little bit slower than adagio. Largo is, we have this set at 50 beats per minute, the higher threshold, upper threshold of this metronomic beat. It's usually between 45 and 50. So here we go with 50 beats per minute. Try to play right with the clicks. When you're listening to a pair, if you're in the studio and you got headphones on, right? You're listening to this in the headphones if you're recording, and you play whatever you are playing music-wise with an instrument along to this tempo, right? All right, and stop, because we can go on and on with that. Very nice. All right, let's get on to the next one. We're going to do adagio now. This is defined as slow and stately, literally at ease. So it's like your resting heart rate should be somewhere in adagio speed, which is 55 to 65 beats per minute. So I have it set at 60 beats per minute. If you were to measure your heart rate, your resting heart rate should be about 1 beat per second, which ends up being 60 beats per minute. Here we go with 60 beats per minute metronome. A little bit faster, right? Faster than largo, slower than adagietto is adagio. Nice. Each one's getting a little bit faster, right? Each time. We're going to do a couple more and stop. Very nice. Cool. Here comes the next one, is adagietto. This means rather slow. All these little defined definitions are kind of fun. This means rather slow, and we have it set at 65 beats per minute. So it's a little bit faster on the lower threshold of this metronomic beat per minute. All right. It's a little bit faster than adagio. Is adagietto, which means it's also a little bit slower than andante, which is our next metronomic beat after this, and tempo. All right, adagietto, 1, 2, 3, and stop, because we can go on and on and on with this. All right, we're going to do 75 beats per minute now, which is right in the middle of andante. This is considered at a walking pace, so a little bit faster than just sitting down resting. This is what you would consider andante. All right, we're going to have it set at 75 beats per minute. This is definitely going to be faster than the last one, which was at 65. So let's take a listen, see if we can click into it. Nice. Remember, this is andante, which is faster than adagietto, but slower than moderato, which is our next metronomic beat to play along to, our next tempo after this one. We are playing at andante. 2, 3, and stop. Very nice. Moving on to the 90 beats per minute. Anywhere moderato now means moderately, which is, this is going to be maybe like you can think of it like a light jog if you're exercising, right? A little bit faster than a walk, or a fast-paced walk into a light jog. All right, moderately. We have this set at 90 beats per minute, which is almost in the middle. Somewhere between 86 and 97 beats per minute is where you'll find moderato tempo. Here we go at 90 beats per minute. Let's tap along with it. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Nice. We can go on and on and on with that. Very nice. Our next one is allegretto, which is a little bit faster than moderato, but a little bit slower than allegro. Allegretto, moderately fast. So this is definitely going to be a little bit more of a quicker jog. Not a sprint, but a quicker jog now. Pumping up the heartbeat a little bit here. 98 to 109 beats per minute is where you'll find this tempo, and this is allegretto, and we're going to set it at 105 beats per minute. Here we go. Each one's getting increasingly faster, right? Allegretto is where we are right now, slower than allegro, but faster than moderato. We're getting at the upper echelon of playing fast tempos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop. Very nice. Let's move on to the next one. 120 beats per minute. We put this right in the middle. This is called allegro. This is where a lot of songs on the radio you will sort of hear around this beats per minute. It's very upbeat, positive, lively. It means fast, quickly, and bright, which makes sense. You'll find anywhere in this tempo 109 to 132 beats per minute. So we have it set at 120, which is kind of right in the middle. And if you're working out, you're probably doing, it's basically twice the resting heart rate, which is what this is. We talked about the 60 beats per minute. That is adagio, which is slow and stately, literally meaning at ease. And this is twice the resting heart rate, which is allegro. All right, 120 beats per minute. A lot of songs on the radio are in this tempo. Think about the 4 on the floor here. Right? 4 on the floor sort of dance beats are in this tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Very nice. Our next one is going to be a little bit more increased, all right? So we're going to be doing vivace, which is lively and fast. It's quicker than the 2 times the resting heart rate of allegro at 120 beats per minute, but slower than presto. So it's right in the middle of allegro and presto, vivace. We have this set at 135 beats per minute, which is definitely faster than 120. So let's do it. Here we go. This is where we're really getting to go faster here. play right along with the metronome, play right along with the metronome, play right along with the metronome, with the metronome, with the metronome, play right along with the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Very nice on that. Nice. We're gonna 2 more left. We're gonna be doing presto now. Presto. I want this presto pronto. Presto is extremely fast. You can think of this like you're running a very like a 6-minute mile pace. It's like not totally sprinting, but getting close to that really fast running here. Extremely fast. We have this set at 170 beats per minute, and you'll find this tempo 168 to 177 beats per minute is where you will find presto. Let's tap into it. 2, 3, 4, and very nice. Just stay with the metronome beat, not going any faster than it, any slower, or putting anything in between. We have other videos where you can improvise in these various tempos. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Very nice, good stuff. And our last one is going to be pretissimo, which is definitely the fastest tempo. It's faster than presto. This is basically like an all-out sprint. It's 178 beats per minute and over. We have it set at 180 beats per minute, but you can go super fast. We don't want to get so super fast, but here's 180 beats per minute. Pretissimo. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Now you can keep going down the rabbit hole and get really fast, really fast. All right, I'm gonna find the fastest tempo that extremely fast. Can we go 240 beats per minute? Let's see if we can go 240 beats per minute metronome. This is gonna be wild. Here we go. After this commercial right here. Oh, yeah, commercial. 240 beats per minute. Whoa! We just jumped 60 beats per minute. Pretissimo, really fast. Very nice. We can keep on going higher and higher with that, right? And potentially getting even faster tempos. But for the sake of argument, let's review again. Grave, slow and solemn, 20 to 40 beats per minute. Lento means slowly, 40 to 45 beats per minute. Largo means broadly general, 45 to 50 beats per minute. Adagio means slow and stately, literally at ease. The resting heart rate, 55 to 65 beats per minute. Adagietto is rather slow, sort of think of it like a walk, slow walk, 65 to 69 beats per minute. Andante is at a walking pace. Not a slow walking pace, but a little bit of a more, just a standard walking pace, 73 to 77 beats per minute. Moderato means moderately, 86 to 97 beats per minute. Allegretto is moderately fast, 98 to 109 beats per minute. Allegro is fast, quickly, and bright, 109 to 132 beats per minute. This is where I set it at 120 beats per minute, which is twice the resting heart rate. And a lot of the songs you hear on the radio are in 120 beats per minute. Vivace is lively and fast, 132 to 140 beats per minute. Presto means extremely fast. It's like a very quick mile run, 6-minute mile and under run. Almost a dead out sprint, but not completely there yet. 168 to 177 beats per minute. And the last one is Pretissimo, even faster than Presto, an all out sprint, 178 beats per minute and over. And we did it at 180 and 240 in this video. Thanks so much for tuning in on tempo. Remember, tempo is just about keeping time. It's different measures of time. That's all tempo means. And all of these words that we had in here are Italian words. And you can find them by looking them up over the internet. Start slow, get faster, get really fast. And in another video, we've explained how to improvise at 60, 90, and 120 beats per minute. Those 3 different videos. So feel free to check those videos out. Improvising in those rhythms, which are standard resting heart rate, a little bit fast in 90 beats per minute, and then sort of like dance songs that you hear on the radio at 120 beats per minute. We thought by spacing them out like that is kind of fun practice on different measures of time. 30 beats per minute away from one another. Very, very cool. So thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. You never know what to expect. Keep on coming back here. You never know what we can learn here from music, the metronome. Here we go. Peace and love, a thumbs up, and AK, cowabunga, and rock and roll. And we'll see you next time for who knows what. Bye-bye.